Welcome to the PAES Lab. This is the 13th PAES Lab training video. In this video, we will teach you how to use the PAES Lab scoring software. Before entering any scores, a supervisor or administrator must first log in. Your username will be TAI, and the initial password is TAIPAES. You will be able to create your own login information by clicking on Admin once you've logged in. Once you've logged in, first enter the names of your students. If you need to add multiple students here, you can select Yes until you are finished. To enter scores for an employee, click on the name of the employee whose scores you are entering. Then click the Enter Scores button on the right-hand side of the main screen. This is the main scoring page for every student. Remember, you only need to enter scores for jobs in the data collection booklet that do not have a check mark in the ESP column. A check mark in the ESP column indicates the scores have already been entered in the PAES scoring software. When entering scores, first select the component from the left side of the screen. Then select the appropriate unit. Move from field to field with the Tab button and enter scores for quality, work rate, interest, assistance, and number of trials. You can also use the drop-down menu. You must enter a Y for yes or N for no in the Performed Successfully space. If the trial tallies are circled, indicating the job has been performed successfully, enter a Y. If they are not circled, indicating the job has not yet been performed successfully, enter an N. If you added a Y in the Performed Successfully space, put a check mark in the corresponding ESP column on the data collection booklet. This indicates that the data has been successfully entered in the program. If you entered an N, do not put a check mark in the ESP column. The job hasn't been completed, and the employee might retry it in the future. When an error has been made in entering data, an error message may appear. Follow the instructions on the error message to find the error and fix it. Then enter the correct data in the appropriate field. If the data is also incorrect in the data collection booklet, correct it by hand. Remember, there are some errors the program will catch and some it will not. Refer to the Training Participants Guide or Training Video number 9 for a breakdown of what scoring errors the program will catch and which ones it won't. When entering accommodations, modifications, and subtask assessment scores in the computer, follow these basic steps. For accommodations or modifications, click on the Notes button and describe any accommodations or modifications. If subtasks were assessed separately, first enter the correct scores for the job and then click on the subtask button. Once in the subtask screen, click on each subtask the student performed correctly. Put a check mark in the ESP column next to every subtask a student performed correctly after entering them into the system. If a student has successfully performed all the subtasks, put a Y in the Performed Successfully space as before. If the employee did not complete all the subtasks correctly, put an N in the Performed Successfully space. Congratulations! You are now trained in entering recorded PAES scores into the PAES scoring software. In our next video, we will show you how to use the PAES Lab results to help draft transition objectives. Thanks!